A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 10, verses 24, and chapter 11, verses 1. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Don't think I have come to make life cozy. I have come to make up a sharp knife, cut between son and father, daughter and mother, bride and mother-in-law. Cut through these cozy domestic arrangements and free you for God. Well-meaning family members can be your worst enemies. If you prefer father or mother over me, you don't deserve me. If you prefer son or daughters over me, you don't deserve me. If you don't go all the way with me through thick and thin, you don't deserve me. If your first concern is to look after yourself, you will never find yourself. But if you forgot about yourself and look to me, you will find both yourself and me. We are intimately linked in this harvest work. Anyone who accepts what you do accepts me, the one who sent you. Anyone who accepts what I do accepts my Father, who sent me. Accepting a messenger of God is as good as being God's messenger. Accepting someone's help is as good as giving someone help. This is a large work I have called you into. But don't be overwhelmed by it. It's best to start small. Give a cool cup of water to someone who is thirsty. For instance, the smallest act of giving or receiving makes you a true apprentice. You won't lose out on a thing. When Jesus finished placing this charge before his 12 disciples, he went on to teach and preach in their villages. The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. Let's listen to a short reflection according to St. Matthew chapter 10 verses 34 to chapter 11 verse 1. To be worthy of Jesus. Faith in Jesus is always challenging. Faith could be a battle within ourselves, because our faith would demand us to do away with our selfishness. Faith in God cannot coexist with desires for wealth, power, and pleasure. We may also face situations and people who attempt to dissuade us from our faith. Our workplaces or work schedules may not be suitable for us to practice faith, and in some instances, society or the people in authority could prevent us from practicing faith. In the Gospel reading for today, Jesus cautions us about this struggle. Our belief in Jesus can lead to misunderstandings or rejection within our family and closest circles. Many families today feel the temptation to avoid discussing matters of faith in order to preserve family harmony. Without realizing it, this lack of faith in God is the primary reason for unhappiness and lack of peace in our modern families. The text discusses the demands of discipleship presented in Matthew's Gospel, which was written during a time of persecution. The purpose of the Gospel was to encourage persecuted Christians by reminding them to stand firm in their faith in Jesus, regardless of external support, protection, or material security. In the latter part of the passage, verses 40 to 42, an extraordinary pledge is offered to those who receive preachers of the gospel. Whoever receives you receives me, and whoever receives me receives him who sent me. v. 40. Not everyone has been endowed with identical qualities and abilities from God. Every genuine believer is summoned to assist those who devote themselves to spreading the gospel, albeit in varying ways, yet with equal generosity.